Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have got a good one for you today featuring the production version of the Macavity Arms MA2 in 25 caliber. We're going to be testing it with all the moderators. We've got a RYU, a YOKOZUNA. We've got this included moderator that came with the MA2 and these two new beautiful moderators, of course, from DonnyFL and the trusty old 0dB. So we're going to try all of these out at 50 yards. As well as, of course, just shooting the gun without anything on it to see how loud it is, what it changes are as far as accuracy, and the changes on the noise level with each of these different moderators. Now, the cool thing about these DonnyFL moderators is that they actually use this sort of quick disconnect lug to attach and makes attaching them obviously very quick. So you can have the gun set up, not have the moderator on it, quickly get it attached with this sort of tri-lug quick disconnect thing that these new moderators have. So I'm excited to be testing those out and just really excited to be looking at this production version of the MA2. So let's get it going and see how she does. Pretty dang good for budget gun, 50 yards, definitely making the accuracy that they say it should make. So let's go ahead and put on the factory or the included moderator. All right, well, not bad in the accuracy department, but not quite as quiet as I would have hoped for. Not bad, not bad, but I think we could maybe do better. So let's start out with some of these guys right here from DonnyFL. Put the quick disconnect on. And we'll start with just this shorty right here of the RYU. Wow, that one did really good. And honestly, even though it's so much smaller to my ears, it was not really any louder than this big old guy that you get with the Macavity Arms MA2. So it is a budget air gun. I wouldn't necessarily expect the included moderator to be amazing, but really shows what a good piece of tech can do. I mean, this guy right here with just the one baffle in it worked, to my ears, like I say, just as good as that big ol' included moderator, and was really accurate, like definitely more accurate. So let's go ahead and see what it does with all three baffles now. That last one fell a little bit low. Yeah. All right. So there you go, guys. You can see the RYU with all the baffles and even with just one baffle, very quiet. Adding the extra two makes it a little bit more quiet, but still very accurate. And we are going to move on to the next in the lineup here from DonnyFL, and that is the YOKOZUNA. So we're going to attach this guy with two of the included baffles, and then we'll attach these other two and see how it does with both of those options. So here we go. Okay, well, not necessarily the most accurate so far, but definitely not bad. At least as accurate as it was with either the no moderator at all or just the stock included moderator. But let's see how it does now with the full-size YOKOZUNA attached here. Wow, those were falling a little bit lower. That's been my experience so far with that big ol' full-size guy there. Doesn't change the velocity, but they do fall just ever so slightly more low. Maybe it's causing a little bit of barrel droop, but that would be hard to imagine on this guy since it's got that nice barrel band out there. Doubt that it's causing the end of that barrel to droop very much, but nonetheless, the group fell a little bit lower. You could see, like with the Ryu, for example, it was hitting pretty much right at the X, and I put the full-size YOKOZUNA on there, and it hits a little bit lower. But it was also definitely much, much quieter. Definitely the most quiet so far anyway, and very, very accurate. That time we were shooting into the black, so hard to say for sure from here if it was more accurate than the others, but definitely a very accurate option. So dang, my sheep really want to be fed, so I better finish this video up. But the last option we're going to test today is the 0 dB right there. So we'll get this guy going and do 5 shots with that. Wow, that seems to be the most quiet actually so far. I mean, very, like, super quiet. Wow, that one is not only the most quiet, but I think it might have been the most accurate out of all. That's impressive. All right, so one more time, just for comparison's sake, let's go ahead and just remove the moderator and go back to just the gun. Dang, that's loud. All right, let's go down and get a closer look at how all that turned out. And definitely, I would say that MA2 performed really well out here at 50 yards for us with all of these choices today. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at these. We've got the very first group there we shot with just the gun, no moderator at all, and we've got less than an inch there at 50 yards. Pretty dang good. Came down here and shot that group there with the included moderator. Again, not bad at all. That last shot crept over just a little bit, but still under an inch in size. Not bad for either of those. Shot these groups with the Ryu. This group right here was with just that shorty, and that was pretty dang impressive. I mean, just one little baffle in there and getting sub-inch at 50 yards. Plus, that was just as quiet, if not more quiet, than the factory moderator. Adding that extra baffle, we did have that shot creep up there on us. I'm not sure if that was me or what was going on there. Could have been a pellet, but still not a bad group. Then coming down here, we shot a couple of groups with the YOKOZUNA. We had this one here and that one there, about equal in size really, with using all the baffles or just a couple of the baffles. That YOKOZUNA is very quiet and definitely worked awesomely. but I think that probably the most quiet option out of all of them today was the 0dB, and really maybe one of the most accurate. We had all the shots just stacking right there. One went a little bit over to the right, but equal in size to any of the other groups, and that was the most quiet out of all the options. So if you're looking for absolute quiet, go for that 0dB. I don't know how they do it because it's not the biggest, but it's the most quiet. If you're going for the most accurate, maybe that RYU should be the one that you look at. Now, this is going to vary, of course, gun to gun. These are the results that I'm getting today with that Macavity Arms MA2. And then I shot one more control group there at the end with no moderator attached at all, just to show that really with any of these options, the gun is going to perform just about the same. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me today for this initial look at the Macavity Arms MA2. This is a really cool gun, and I'm excited to see what it does in the complete review. If you guys like this video, check out one of the other couple of videos I've got up on screen for you right now. And until next time, shoot straight, stay free. I love you guys.